back in 2005, a friend of mine invited me for a darshan, and I had met a few different spiritual masters already. So she invited me to come for a darshan. A darshan means to have the sight, to see the divine. So at that time, Paramahansa Vishwananda was traveling to London. He came to London to give a darshan. And I was invited, I went along, and everybody who was present there, they received a personal blessing from Paramahansa Vishwananda. So this was first of many darshans that I attended. And it was very soon after this time that I experienced that state of divine love in his presence, where with the magic key, he opened the door of my heart, and I was able to experience this true divine love. And once I experienced that, then that was when my life began to change. My life changed, it took a new course. And that's when I was very much immersed into this path of bhakti, of devotion. In October last year, Paramahansa Vishwananda asked me to start traveling to Bulgaria to help bring this path, the spiritual path of Bhakti Marga, into people's lives in Bulgaria. So the purpose of me coming to Bulgaria is actually to connect with people and give them this opportunity to experience the path of bhakti. To be a Swami, the word Swami actually means mastery of oneself. So it means that to be a Swami, of course, I'm dressed in orange, this is one outward expression. So you have in the Hindu tradition many different, let's say, aspects, different paths, and many are initiated into becoming Swamis or Swaminis, male monks or female monks. And they take that step to live their lives for God, to live their lives to attain that supreme truth. Now, ultimately, to attain the highest level of realization, to attain the divine, to attain God, one has to master oneself. One has to master the mind. In the Bhagavad Gita it says, the mind can be your best friend, or it can be your worst enemy. And this is the thing. How many days, how many weeks do we spend where the mind is definitely not a friend? It causes a lot of trouble. It agitates the emotions. If we can make that mind our best friend, if we can make it silent, and we can move about life in that state of silence and connection with that state of divine love, then we have really mastered a critical part of our being. So to become a Swami is about performing certain spiritual practices to be able to quiet that mind. And once we are able to quiet that mind, we're able to then turn the consciousness inward to be able to experience the divinity of self. This is one of the steps on the spiritual path. It doesn't only end there. The purpose of my spiritual path is to actually attain the divine, to attain God. And this is why I have a spiritual master in my life to show me the way, to lead the way. If you want to learn mathematics, you go to a mathematician. If you want to become a doctor, you study from the doctors. If you want to know about the purpose of life, you go to a spiritual master. And the spiritual master already knows the path. He knows the destination. So the spiritual master will take you by the hand, helping you to master the mind, to master the self, which is what it means to be a Swami. But not only do you stop there, you also continue to be able to attain the divine himself, so that you can be of service to others, so that you can help other people on their spiritual path, to help them to attain the divine and to be of service to others.